Switch Eyes on the beat, best producer in Louisiana. If you don't believe me, go to his YouTube page and check him out. My name is Sidney Combs, and I'm a young entrepreneur from Shreveport, Louisiana with a dollar and a dream. The message for tonight is, why did you quit? Why did you quit? So many times I see in life where people are so close to breaking through. They're so close to reaching their goals and dreams. But right before they get to the edge, they quit. And me personally, I think that's messed up. I think it's sad, man. I mean, it's disturbing to me. And the thing about quitting is, once you start quitting, you always quit. Because it becomes easier. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. So most of the time when you see someone that quit at something, it didn't just happen while they was 35 or 40 or 45, 50. They started quitting at a young age. That's why it's so important not to allow your children to quit at things. See, think about this for a second. When you have a child, right? Let's say you have a child playing sports. Your child playing sports, and they'll tell you that they want to be good at it. But see, the thing about kids, they don't understand that how much hard work and dedication it takes to be great. And see, you even have adults that don't understand that. So what happens is, a kid can see someone on TV and they'll see a kid that's Michael Jackson. They say, oh man, Michael Jackson at 7, he was amazing. But you don't see all of what Michael Jackson went through at 7 and 8. When Bow Wow was rapping, and he was a young rapper at a young age, and you see him doing all shows and making so much money, but people didn't understand all of what he did, how hard it was, because all he showed is the good moments. He don't show the tough times. So when you have a child, that's all they see, right? So when they sit there and tell you they want to be great, and you say, okay then, well listen, in order for you to become great, you're going to have to train every single day. Are you ready for that? And then your child say, I don't want to do that anymore. And then when you as a parent say, you know what? Go ahead and quit. That's okay. That's the worst thing you can possibly do. It's the worst. Because as soon as you allow him to quit or her to quit at 6, 7, and 8 or whatever other age, they'll quit for the rest of their life. And when they quit, you know why they quit? Because it's too hard. And when mom and daddy don't say, hey son, keep going. Hey daughter, you better keep going. You know what happens? You raise a quitter. Then when they get grown, guess what happened? They quit their job. So then you have a child that can't keep a job. They always got a different job every year, every 6 months. Then you say, baby, why you can't keep a job? Well, remember when they was a little kid and every time something got tough, they quit, and you allowed them to quit? That's why. And that's why it's so important as parents, we make sure that we get our children to keep going and not stop. Because as soon as they stop, it's over with for them. Because they'll quit the rest of their life as soon as they get tough. I'm allergic to quitters. I don't want to be around a quitter. I don't want to hang around a quitter. I don't even really want to talk to you if you're a quitter. Because that stuff is contagious. You do so much quitting, and before you know what's going to happen? You're going to start making me think about quitting. You'll start a quitter make another person think about quitting, because they'll always tell them, hey man, you ain't got to do that. You don't have to deal with that. You don't have to put up with that. No. You don't have to do that. Just quit. Do something else. And then, before you know it, you consistently become a quitter. That's why I don't want to be around someone like that. You're contagious. No, stay away from me. You were so close You were so close, and then you stopped. Think about a kid. You'll have a kid get to the 12th grade and say, man, I'm dropping out of high school. You like, man, you serious? You're in the 12th grade. You're in the 11th grade. What you dropping out now for? You gonna drop out? You should drop out in kindergarten, third grade. I'm not sitting there saying the kindergarten, first grade should, but I'm just saying. I mean, this is crazy. You so close. You right there. Think about it. You can have somebody at the end of the day that go all the way through, but I want to be a nurse. They pass the test, all the above. Then they get the clinicals, and then they quit halfway through clinicals. And you like, hold on now. You done did all the hard work. Then you get the clinicals and stop? Come on now. And then even your business. You got your business and you right there. You done had your business and it had been working at first. Then you right there when it's finished start profit. Then you say, man, I'm gonna quit. I remember when I first started my clothing brand. And when I first started, I wasn't really making no money. I was actually losing money. I was putting a lot of money into the business. It was hard. People wasn't buying. It was hard for me. And I could have quit. But you know why I didn't quit? You don't know the main reason why I didn't quit? Well, because when I was younger and I had the opportunity to quit, I didn't quit. I had a father that wouldn't allow me to quit at things. See, my pops was like, no, son, you gonna do that? Oh, you gonna do it. And guess what happened? That instilled something in my brain where it was like, hey man, I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. It instilled something in me. And see, you have to instill it in this next generation because the next generation is gonna be who we depend on in the future. We gotta stop raising these quitters. And we have to stop being quitters when we're so close. We're so close to our goals and dreams. But then you quit because it got a little bit too hard. At the end of the day, only the strong gonna survive. Only the strong is gonna survive. Because it takes a lot of strength to keep going even when it's hard. And it get harder, and it get harder, and it get harder. Take a lot of strength to do that. I remember being a kid playing basketball. And I used to play at the middle school I attended, Turner Middle School. And I remember going up there, and it used to be grown men that used to be playing. And I was 11 and 12 years old, and I wanted to play with the grown men. I didn't want to play with kids my age, because I used to kill the kids my age. I'm like, man, I can beat them. I wanted to play against the grown men. So you know what used to happen? When I first started playing, the grown men used to kick my butt. They used to push me down. They'll take my ball. They'll take my game. And you know what I would do? I could have ran and told Mama, they took my ball. Mama, they took my game. I could have told my daddy, hey, Daddy, they took my game. But you know what I knew? I knew if I did that, them men weren't going to respect me. I knew that at 11 and 12. And I wanted to play with the grown men. So you know what I did? The next day, I went right back up there and tried to play again. The next day, I went right back up there and tried to play again. And then when I played, you know what they did? They said, Sidney, stand in the corner. They called me Lil Sidney. Lil Sidney, stand in the corner. And if we pass you the ball and you open, you better make that shot. Or you ain't gonna ever play with us again. I remember that. They told me that. I could stand in that corner. I'll never forget. The score was tied at 14. They passed me the ball in the corner because they were like, man, we ain't gonna let nobody else because we gonna make the little man shoot. I shot it. I made the shot. Man, all the grown men picked me up. I felt so good. I felt so good. I'm talking about, man, I was like, man, I was so happy. But I ended up getting better because of that. Because of that toughness that I had to deal with them grown men. I got better and I got better and I got better. So by the time I got around 16, the average 16-year-old couldn't touch me. I'm talking about I was making it happen. But why? Because I was challenged. Because it was hard. So then it got to a point where I was mentally tough. So it's like, man, whatever you threw at me, I could take that. That was nothing to me. Why was it nothing to me though? because I was used to dealing with that. See, the thing about toughness, once you go through so much as a child, ain't nothing that you're gonna go through as an adult that's gonna stop you. You might get a little discouraged. You might get a little bit upset. But then you like, man, you know what? I done been through 10 times worse. This ain't nothing, man. Only the strong gonna survive. Only the strong is gonna survive. And that's the reason why at the end of the day, the whole purpose of this message is to get people to understand that you're so close to becoming the best version of yourself. Don't quit. Just because you're 45 or 55 or 65, don't stop. You are this close. You might have failed that test 10 times. Then 11 times you're going to pass it. You so close. Then you're going to say, you know what, I ain't going to take it no more. You're right there. Keep going. At the end of the day, man, you don't ever want to start quitting, because once you start quitting, you'll always be a quitter. My name is Sidney Combs, and I'm a young entrepreneur from Shreveport, Louisiana with a dollar dream. I need everyone to like this video, share this video with as many people as you possibly can. Please, I'm looking for support. I'm not asking anyone for Cash App. I'm not asking anyone for PayPal. I'm not asking anyone for anything. All I'm asking you to do is support me by hitting a like button, hitting a subscribe button. I put a lot of hard work into this. A lot of hard work into this. This is not as easy as what a lot of people would think it is. To be able to speak, camera in your face, and you gotta stick to the topic. It's a lot going to this. And I also have a partner that helps me out to do this. So if I'm not asking for no money, I gotta press a button. Help me out. Help me spread this message out, because we need this message spread to as many people as possible. At the end of the day, we got enough negativity out there in the world. It's time to start spreading some positivity. If you have a social media page, you should be spreading this message. Who at Child's on the Beat? Best producer in Louisiana. If you don't believe me, go to his YouTube page and check him out. Thank everyone for listening to the video. I'm out.